Dragon Pokemon have been around since Generation 1. They were considered one of the strongest Pokemon of all time, until of course our fluffy fairy friends came about. They're composed of many cool designs and very powerful moves. One of them is Draco Meteor, a devastating attack that summons a meteor shower. But what do meteors have to do with dragons? Well, let's see what we can find out. Draco Meteor was introduced back in Generation 4. It used to have a base attack of 140, but it was later reduced to 130 in the following generation. There is a drawback when using this powerful move, as it lowers your special attack by 2 stages every time you use it. There is not much information as to the origin of this move and the relationship between dragons and meteors, but with a little bit of research it's not that hard to understand. For that, we need to take a look at his Japanese name, Ryusugen, or Ryusegun, I'm sorry, I can't pronounce this, which means meteor shower. What is interesting is that the root word Ryu does in fact mean dragon, which is a nice little touch. As you know, meteors, comets, planets, etc. are all celestial objects attributed to space. And one side of the study of the universe is the long tradition of attributing constellations to a group of stars. Names like Aquarius or Aries sure ring a bell for many of you, Gemini or even Orion. These are constellations that have been made popular throughout history thanks to literature, our imagination, and well, movies I guess. Now, there are many other constellations that you probably have never heard about, and to understand the move Draco Meteor, today we're going to take a closer look at the Draco constellation. As you probably guessed it, the name Draco is dragon in Latin. It can be found in the far northern sky. Its name derived like many other constellations due to its shape, as it resembles a serpent-like creature with a head, or as many would say, a dragon. This constellation is about 400 light years away and it is known to be as never setting. This means that because it is seen from the North Pole, it will always be visible year-round. Now there is one particular attribute to the Draco constellation that makes that connection to the move Draco Meteor, and that is the phenomenon known as Draconids. I know the name sounds familiar to many of you because that is the name of the tribe that Zinnia belongs to, but this is an actual term in our world that refers to a meteor shower that takes place from the Draco constellation. The Draconids have been recorded in many occasions and are perhaps one of the greatest shows a human can oversee during their lifetimes. There have been accounts where thousands of meteors can be seen pass by the hour, which must be a really breathtaking experience. With the Draco constellation and its amazing show of the Draconids, it is easy to see why Game Freak would create a move that matches the power and beauty of these long-revered creatures of our mythology. Dragons might be myths and old stories, but they still spark interest throughout many forms of the media, because let's face it, they're darn cool. Of course, this is all speculation as there's no official statement from Pokemon that this was their inspiration, but you guys can make your own call. I'm happy to see that you guys enjoyed the previous episode where I talk about Aerial Ace, and if you haven't watched that yet, well, you should definitely check it out. Anyway guys, thank you so much for watching, and until next time Pokemon fans.